Japan, a land of mesmerizing beauty, also harbors dark secrets behind its serene landscapes and advanced technology. Today we uncover 15 chilling truths that will leave you in awe. These tales, from haunted forests to mysterious societies, will redefine your understanding of Japan. If you're ready for a roller coaster of emotions and revelations, keep watching. Number 1. The Enigma of Aokigahara Forest. Aokigahara Forest, known as the Sea of Trees, lies on the northwestern flank of Mount Fuji in Japan. This dense forest, born from the hardened lava of Mount Fuji's eruption in 864 CE, spans 30 square kilometers. Its porous lava bedrock, which absorbs sound, contributes to an eerie silence, amplifying its mysterious aura. The forest's notoriety as a suicide destination is well known, with an estimated 100 suicides annually. However, it's not just the method of hanging that's prevalent here. Many chose to end their lives through poisoning or overdoses within this forest's confines. Amidst its somber reputation, Aokigahara is also a natural beauty and biodiversity site. Home to various flora and fauna, it challenges visitors with its paradoxical mix of serene beauty and haunting melancholy. The forest also holds a cultural significance, believed to be inhabited by Yurei, the Japanese ghosts, adding a layer of spiritual intrigue to its dense woodlands. Number 2. Horrors of Unit 731. Unit 731, a covert operation under the Imperial Japanese Army, conducted some of the most atrocious war crimes in history. Based on the Pingfang district of Harbin, this unit extended its gruesome activities throughout China and Southeast Asia. Thousands of prisoners of war and civilians fell victim to its barbaric experiments, including vivisections and the use of chemical and biological agents. Originally a research unit, Unit 731's experiments transcended the bounds of medical ethics. It focused on the effects of disease and injury on human physiology, often observing the progression of diseases in living patients. The unit operated with state-of-the-art equipment, a substantial budget, and generous salaries for its researchers, despite the inhumanity of their work. Following World War II, the existence of Unit 731 was shrouded in secrecy. The researchers involved were granted immunity in exchange for their data, resulting in a lack of justice for the countless victims. Number 3. The Yakuza. The Yakuza, Japan's infamous crime syndicate, is a complex organization deeply rooted in Japanese society. Known formally as Burakumin, violence groups, they engage in a range of criminal activities, including extortion, smuggling, drug trafficking, and gambling, while also controlling various legitimate businesses in major Japanese cities. The term Yakuza is believed to originate from a losing hand in a Japanese card game, symbolizing bad luck or worthlessness. The Yakuza's origins are thought to be traced back to Ronin, masterless samurai, or bands of vigilantes from Japan's feudal period, evolving into organized crime syndicates over time. Structured similarly to a family, the Yakuza operates under a strict hierarchy and discipline, with leaders known as Oyabon, boss, and followers as Kobun, protégés. Despite their criminal nature, the Yakuza style themselves as Ninkyo Dantai, chivalrous organization, and have been known to engage in charitable acts, such as aiding earthquake victims. Over time, they have transitioned towards white-collar crimes, making their relationship with law enforcement complex and multifaceted. Number 4. The Burakumin. The Burakumin, a marginalized group in Japan, historically occupied the lowest level of the Japanese social hierarchy. Referred to pejoratively as eta, meaning pollution abundant, they were considered outcasts or untouchables. This discrimination stemmed from their involvement in tabooed occupations like leather making, which were considered impure by Orthodox Shinto and Buddhism. Despite officially abolishing this class under the 1871 Emancipation Act, the Burakumin faced societal exclusion. They often live in segregated communities and struggle with limited employment opportunities. Being identified as a Burakumin can hinder marriage, contracts, and employment prospects. It's estimated that 1 to 3 million people live in about 6,000 segregated Burakumin communities across Japan. The fight for Burakumin rights gained momentum in the 20th century. Organizations like Suhaisha, 1922, Buraku Kaiho Zenkoko Linkei, 1946, and Dawakai, 1960, were established to champion their cause using various means, including school boycotts and political activism, to demand equality and integration. Number 5. Atsushi's Curse. Atsushi, a coastal town in Japan, was devastated by the massive 9.0 magnitude earthquake and tsunami on March 11, 2011. The disaster obliterated the harbor and low-lying areas, with about half the town inundated by the tsunami. Tragically, 799 residents were confirmed dead, and 608 were missing, approximately 10% of the town's population of 16,000. The tsunami destroyed nearly all Otsushi's fishing boats and decimated its sea farm industry. In the wake of this tragedy, a unique response to grief emerged. Resident Itaro Sasaki created a wind phone, a phone booth for one-way conversations with deceased loved ones. This poignant symbol of loss and remembrance has drawn over 30,000 visitors since 2011, offering a space for mourning and reflection. Number 6. Camera shutter sounds. In Japan, phone cameras emit a shutter sound that cannot be disabled, a feature often misconceived as a legal requirement. However, it's more accurately described as an industry-wide rule. This measure was introduced following an increase in upskirt photos taken without consent on crowded trains, particularly after the release of the VP-210. This first camera phone didn't include any camera noise. Cellular manufacturers and carriers, not the government, implemented this rule to prevent the offensive use of camera phones against public morals. Despite being commonly referred to as a law, it remains an overarching mandate across Japan. Number 7. Hashima Island. Hashima Island, also known as Gunkanjima or Battleship Island, is an eerie abandoned island near Nagasaki, Japan. Once a coal mining hub, established in 1887, it played a key role in Japan's industrialization. By 1959, the island, spanning only 6.3 hectares, had a peak population of over 5,200, making it one of Earth's most densely populated places. The island's abandoned concrete buildings and seawalls tell a story of rapid decay after the coal mine's closure in 1974. But Hashima's past is not just about industrial success. It's also a reminder of wartime atrocities. During World War II, Korean civilians and Chinese prisoners of war were forced into brutal labor in its mines. The harsh conditions led to many deaths, a dark chapter in the island's history. Today, Hashima is a tourist destination, reopening to visitors in 2009 after decades of abandonment. Its inclusion as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2015 as part of Japan's Meiji Industrial Revolution sites was controversial due to the unresolved issues of acknowledging the forced labor that occurred there. Number 8. Revisiting Aokigahara. Aokigahara, the infamous Sea of Trees, is a dense forest at the base of Mount Fuji known for its association with suicides. A controversial YouTube video further amplified the forest's reputation, sparking debates about its paranormal aura and its impact on the local community. It's a place that requires respect and caution, reflecting the delicate balance of life and death. The forest, covering about 30 square kilometers, is known for its quiet and eerie atmosphere, partly due to the porous lava bedrock that absorbs sound. Its natural beauty and tranquility contrast starkly with the sadness associated with it. Number 8. Tomoka. Tomoka, a town in Fukushima Prefecture, became a ghost town following the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, tsunami, and the subsequent Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster. The town, located within a 20-kilometer exclusion zone of the nuclear plant, was evacuated in 2011. A sole resident, a 63 to 64-year-old rice farmer, chose to stay behind to care for the abandoned animals. In 2013, the government rezoned Tomoka into 3 areas based on radiation levels, but the town government extended the evacuation due to the need for infrastructure rebuilding. The northeastern part of the town with the highest radiation remained inaccessible for at least 5 years. By 2017, most evacuation orders were lifted, allowing residents to return, except for the northeastern areas. Despite lifting evacuation orders, a 2013 survey revealed that 40% of the residents had decided not to return, with 43% still undecided. Number 10. Hiroshima. The atomic bomb dome in Hiroshima is not just an old building. It's a living memory of August 6, 1945, the day the atomic bomb fell. Originally the Hiroshima Prefectural Industrial Promotion Hall, this structure was one of the few buildings near the bomb's hypocenter. Today, its skeleton stands as a haunting reminder of nuclear devastation and a symbol of hope for peace. This dome is part of the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, which millions visit yearly. It's a place where people from all over the world reflect on the horrors of war and the importance of peace. In 1996, the dome was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its message of the need to eliminate nuclear weapons and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable tragedy. The dome's preservation ensures that we don't forget the estimated 140,000 lives lost in Hiroshima by the end of 1945, victims of the bomb and its after-effects. Number 11. Muro Parasitological Museum. The Muro Parasitological Museum in Tokyo, Japan is a unique and somewhat eerie place. It's dedicated entirely to parasites, making it a one-of-a-kind experience for visitors. This museum houses over 300 specimens, giving a close-up look at creatures often out of sight and out of mind. The museum's goal is to educate the public about the fascinating and sometimes horrifying world of parasites. It features an array of exhibits, including the world's longest tapeworm, measuring a staggering 8.8 meters. The museum also offers detailed information about the life cycles of various parasites and their impact on their hosts and ecosystems. Number 12. The Old Chuetsu Tunnel. The Old Chuetsu Tunnel, located in Fukuoka, Japan, is an abandoned railway tunnel that has gained a reputation for being haunted. No longer in use, this tunnel has become a hotspot for those interested in the paranormal, with numerous reports of ghostly sightings and eerie sounds. Visitors to the tunnel often report a chilling atmosphere, with some even claiming to hear wailing voices echoing through its dark, damp corridors. It's a place that seems to hold the memories of its past, creating an unsettling experience for those who dare to enter. Number 13. Kobokushi. Kobokushi, or lonely death, is a heart-wrenching reality in modern Japan. It's where people, often elderly, pass away unnoticed, their bodies sometimes not found for days, weeks, or even longer. This phenomenon sheds light on the deep-seated issues of social isolation and a rapidly aging population in Japan. As family ties loosen and society ages, more individuals are finding themselves living and dying alone. Number 14. The tunnels of Matsu Ghost Mine. Once bustling with activity as the largest sulfur mine in the East, Matsu Mine now lies silent and abandoned. Its empty apartments and dark tunnels are the backdrop for chilling ghost stories and supernatural legends. Visitors and locals whisper about eerie encounters and unexplained occurrences, contributing to the mine's mystique. The desolation of Matsu Mine is palpable. Walking through the empty structures and tunnels, one can almost hear the echoes of the past. Number 15. The Legend of the Tengu. Tengu are mythical creatures in Japanese folklore, often depicted with human and bird-like features. These legendary beings are known for their powerful presence in the mountains and forests of Japan. In folklore, Tengu are seen as both protectors of the natural world and punishers of the arrogant and vain. The Tengu are deeply embedded in Japanese culture, symbolizing the complex relationship between humans and the natural world. And there you have it, the dark secrets of Japan, each more intriguing than the last. From haunted forests and abandoned islands to secretive societies and eerie traditions, Japan's hidden tales are as fascinating as they are chilling. We hope this journey has opened your eyes to the mysteries lurking beneath Japan's serene exterior.